So it's like a heartless nerd who's never felt human emotion made this movie. Who played Dungeons and Dragons. John Knoll.
And that's not insulting because you are a heartless nerd. You can say that.
No. Actually, I enjoyed the story elements more of the Dungeons and Dragons more than the technical details.
Yep.
People that I played with enjoyed getting all the books and going, "Oh, this character has this and this," and I enjoyed creating funny, interesting characters.
Sure. Well, there's an interactive element to it. This, you're just passively watching these people do a thing.
Right. But the point is that this is, it may look and sound and smell like a movie, but it's not really a movie.
Yes.
It has some elements of movie in there. Galen Erso's on the planet with his engineers, and they're doing something. And the rebellion sends Cassian Andor to assassinate Galen Erso.
Okay. Why does Jyn think they're going? Just to rescue him?
I don't know. I know she doesn't think that they're going to kill him.
Right.
Because that's a big secret that comes out. And she's mad at Cassian Andor because she's like, "You lied to me." Maybe they think they're going to go rescue him.
I simply don't remember.
I think they think they're going to grab him back from the Empire and take him back because he's going to tell them all about the Death Star then. I think that's what's going to happen, which makes more sense than killing him from the Rebellion's perspective, right? Wouldn't you want to just kidnap him and bring him back? Tell us all the secrets about the Death Star.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah.
Plus, he already built the damn thing. Like, what good is killing him going to do now?
It's true. Oh, maybe they don't know it's done? I don't know. All I know is there's a cool-ass part where X-Wings come and blow shit up, and that's coming up soon. So don't worry too much about the plot, Rich.
The X-Wings are coming to blow things up? Why do they need Andor to shoot Galen?
I said don't worry about the details. There's a badass action scene coming up, so shut up. See, they're all waiting around. Hey, in the background, that's when we see Low Blow.
Oh, look, Loblo on the left.
Rich, did you see Low Blow?
I saw him.
Loblow's in the
I saw
film.
him.
Yeah.
It's Loblo.
And later on,
true.
he makes an appearance as the guy who's driving the Hammerhead Corvette that crashes into the Star Destroyer. Low Blow, we've recruited you for your amazing ability to crash things into other things. I've waited my whole life for this moment. He's holding the controls. You know what would have been cool if they got the Death Star plans on accident. They're a group of space smugglers.
Like they don't realize what they have?
Yeah, like
Wasn't that kind of what happens in Guardians of the Galaxy?
Oh, I don't
Like
remember
he
what
steals
happened.
that thing at the beginning. And
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it becomes like a larger thing.
Like Firefly, that crew, they're all like smugglers, and they get the plans to the Death Star, and they realize what it is, and the Empire's coming for it.
Yeah. And at first, they just want to sell it or something. I guess we're just talking about Guardians of the Galaxy now. At first, they want to sell it, but then they start to get more emotionally invested in helping out the rebellion.
I don't remember what happened in Guardians of the Galaxy. I just remembered I liked it. I don't remember the plot.
It's solid.
I should rewatch.
It's got wonderful characters with backstories, and you care about them.
What?
Like a movie.
You don't care about Guy McSheen Gun?
Did you say McSheen Gun?
Okay, I said McSheen Gun as opposed to Mick Machine Gun, yes.
Now these scenes here were guest directed by Zack Snyder, where everything takes place at night in the rain.
No, this city and this scene had to be analyzed by a committee that said there were too many warm colors in the film.
Ah, there you go.
There was a desert and a tropical planet, and for visual variety in the trailer and marketing advertisements, we needed a rainy, dark planet.
I'm okay with that.
This was the scene when seeing this in the theater where I think I just kind of completely gave up on the movie. Where it's like we see Galen Erso, and I was like, oh, it's her dad. Okay. Like I know this is supposed to be like an emotional connection scene, and I was so out of the movie by that point. Look at how nice this all looks, though.
I know.
Such a shame.
Okay. So Cassian Andor's mission is to shoot Galen Erso. And Jyn gets mad at him later because they used her to take them to Saul Guerrero so that Saul Guerrero could tell them where Galen Urso is.
What?
This is what's happening. So that Cassian, who's a secret,
What?
He's good guy, but he's a secret bad guy.
What?
He's going to assassinate Galen Urso.
What?
They're a little late on it. Because he's already finished the Death Star.
Yes. What? Death Star.
Do you remember the Death Star, Rich?
What was that? Was that?
Oh, here's all the poor...
That's the thing, not the story. That's the things that are happening in the movie.
That's the big ball that destroys planets?
It's very important to the Star Wars universe, Rich.
Why? Why can't we get away from the Death Star?
Well, hopefully we are away from it at this point. You really can't. I mean, Force Awakens was like, really again? But you can't do it again now.
After being blown up 3 times, how can the audience still take the Death Star seriously?
Yeah.
And yeah, that thing at the end of The Force Awakens was a Death Star.
Yeah, basically.
Like, are they going to have another one of those show up? What are they going to blow up at the end of the new trilogy?
I know. Well, you're speaking to a broader problem of big movie ending, big spectacle theater movies.
Yes.
Um,
Well, that's the Death Star now is kind of the equivalent of the blue laser shooting up into the sky in all the comic book movies.
Yeah.
It's diminishing returns. It's like, it's the big threat that we took care of. It's the big threat that we took care of.
Right.
The time you see it, third or fourth time, why do you give a shit anymore?
Yeah. Well, I'm really interested to see what happens in this next Star Wars film.
It's going to be exactly like Empire.
Cassian Andor says, everybody stay on the ship. I'm going to go check things out, air quotes around check things out. And then, you know what? I think she's going to rescue her father because that robot, K2B2, he's like, Cassian Andor did have the sniper configuration on his rifle.
Okay.
And so I think she realized that he was going to go shoot him.
Okay.
So,
I guess she's trying to warn him.
Maybe.
Well, this changes everything. Now I love this movie.
Okay, so here Director Krennic says someone betrayed the Empire by sending, telling Bodhi about the Death Star, to send a message back to the rebellion that they built the Death Star. I think he knows that it's Galen Urso, right? Probably. He suspects. But and then when Galen confesses, he executes all the engineers anyway, which doesn't make any sense at all. It doesn't really matter who did it.
What if you have a problem with the Death Star? Like,
Exactly.
oh, this isn't working right.
Oh, we shot all our engineers.
The Emperor calls up Krennic. Yes, we're having a problem with the laser. Could you please have the engineers come to take a look at it?
Oh, I'm sorry, Emperor. I executed them all so I could look like a badass.
What?
We're having engine problems.
It's stuck in orbit around Yavin.
Up around Endor.
The engines gave out. Nobody knows how to fix a Death Star.
It's just floating there.
It's like a moon. It just replaced Yavin.
I turn the steering wheel left. It doesn't turn.
It just spins.
It's incredibly frustrating.
Everyone's very dizzy.
It's like the Gravitron at a carnival. Everyone's pressed against the wall.
It just keeps getting faster.
When the Death Star breaks down, you got to call quadruple A. For a problem that big. But yeah, why do they have to execute all those engineers? What was the point of that?
Bad guys are bad.
Because they're bad, yeah. These are some bad hombres.
And why does some bad hombres? And why does Director Krennic get his own personal security force of death troopers when Darth Vader only got stormtroopers?
So they could have a new type of stormtrooper in the movie?
Are they called Death Troopers?
They are. They are. That's his personal entourage.
Oh.
I guess Vader's too badass and tough to need anything really.
Yeah.
Oh no, something's happening. Yeah, but damn, all this stuff looks great, doesn't it?
It does. Not necessarily this stuff. I don't like this planet with the. It's just kind of ugly.
Well, it's just kind of a boring planet.
Yeah, it's just ugly. But I mean, in general, like the effects are great. All the ships look wonderful. If only we cared.
We haven't had the tropical planet yet in a Star Wars universe, and now we have. And it kind of makes sense, you know. This is an ugly planet, and that's where you do your refinery and ugly stuff. And if you're going to have a nice, or if you're going to have a place to store all your data files, do it on a tropical paradise. Why not?
They're going to need a methane planet where everybody needs, like, masks.
It's called the fart planet.
Firefly, yes.
Stinks of farts.
Part 2.
Gastro 5.
Oh wait, here Donnie Yen does another amazing force thing. He senses where a TIE fighter is, which adds to his arc of doing amazing force things until he dies. And then he dies.
And then he dies.
What if he accidentally hit an X-Wing? Can't tell the difference.
That would be great.
What if he did something like that at the beginning of the movie, and that's what makes him lose his faith in doing this stuff?
No. I like our backstory about him being the Kyber Crystal guy and almost being a Jedi, but then becoming disillusioned. That's some good characterization right there.
Yeah.
But how about a movie where everyone's just a badass?
Well, what's Jyn Erso's arc in this movie?
Well, let me think.
She finds her father.
Oh, yeah.
That's an arc?
Yeah.
Apparently,
Okay.
My only fear is, I mean, I guess this movie took it in a slightly different direction, but the big spectacle movie template.
Oh, sure.
Is the lack of probably the lack of willingness to stray too far away from things we know and things we recognize, and the big endings of that every movie has. It's just getting tiresome.
Which even this movie, which is supposed to be a smaller side story, still has the giant space battle ending.
Right.
I would have liked this more if it was more of an intimate, small scale story.
Yeah.
Maybe we're aware of the space battles going on, or maybe there isn't even a space battle, but it's just focused on these people.
Yeah. A heist movie where they infiltrate the Death Star, sneak around, find the plans, and something happens at the end.
Something really small.
Well, now she's motivated to find the plans for the Death Star for no reason. Other than it's bad.
it's a reverse arc. She wanted to live, but she didn't.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he's dead. Okay. Why do stormtroopers even wear armor?
This movie does continue the trend of stormtroopers being basically useless.
Yeah.
So at least there's continuity there.
Because it looks cool.
I know, Rich. I know.
You know, I'd be okay if it also protected against twigs, but I've seen Return of the Jedi.
You can also get killed by falling down. The robot picks up a stormtrooper and throws him on top of another one, and they just die because they fell down. And then Jyn hits one in the helmet with a stick, with like a little nightstick earlier on, and they died.
Like that's like why you wear a helmet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean that's what a helmet's designed to like protect you from.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're thinking in Earth terms, though. This is out in space somewhere. Maybe they have different motivations.
It's a space stick.
So they're off of that planet now. We're almost, for anyone keeping track, we're almost halfway through the movie.
These are pretty good.
Why does she have the same essential backstory as Rey?
Yeah. That's the only way to make an empowered female character rich. Is
Little girl abandoned by her family?
yes.
Oh.
Every other girl in the galaxy in the Star Wars universe that's raised by a normal family is just becomes like a housewife. So that's the only way for women to be empowered.
I mean, you think they'd have wanted to do something a little bit more different with the movie that takes place right, that's released
The
right
first
after
one to
The
come out
Force
after.
Awakens.
Yeah.
Jin should have been like Mon Mothma's daughter, who is like spoiled by the rebellion and just doesn't really do anything, and then suddenly
She
decides
kind of grew up like surrounded by that stuff
Yeah.
and doesn't really care anymore.
and then just like goes rogue on her own and decides to go and find the planets of the Death Star because she has a character change.
Ah.
Wouldn't that have been interesting? She's like a pampered princess kind of girl,
Okay.
and never really got dirty with the business of the rebellion, and meets Cassian Andor, who's like this like dirty bad guy kind of rebel character, and falls in love, and he goes, "Come on, Jin, steal this ship with me. We're going to go get the plans for the Death Star." Yeah, fuck Mon Mothma. Here, and then you do the thing where she has to fire a gun and she doesn't know how, and he trains her, and then she becomes a badass.
Yeah.
But
Mike, then we wouldn't have amazing scenes like this.
scenes that make you fall asleep.
Dreary scenes with everyone looking miserable on a ship. Oh wait, we're going. What's the name of this planet? The Darth Vader planet
This is. Oh shit! I can't remember.
from Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, it is it is supposed to be the planet from Revenge of the Sith. Although they don't say what planet this is.
They don't credit it.
Yeah.
Every other fucking planet.
Yes.
They do, and not
Yes.
this one for some reason.
They've all said what. Yes. And this is Darth Vader's secret lava castle, which is silly.
Did you ever imagine Darth Vader living in a lava castle?
It is based on artwork by Ralph McQuarrie for Vader's lair in Empire.
If I were Vader, the last thing I ever want to see again is lava.
Yeah, no shit.
And this shot here was in the fucking trailer, and I thought it was going to be the Emperor, because you see the Imperial guards there.
Yeah. Oh, it's just a guy.
But it's just...
It's a trick.
It's the doorman.
It's a trailer
Shakespearean
trick.
actor, man.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what you want to do with your movie trailers, is you want to deceive the audience. You want to make them think that things are going to be in the movie that aren't in there, which is why, in the case of this movie, they shot so many things specifically for the trailer with no intention of putting it in the film.
Right.
It's very good to trick your audience.
Director.
There's some woman that tried to sue Warner Brothers because there wasn't as much Jared Leto in Suicide Squad as it was advertised. I think you'd have more of a case to sue this movie.
Yeah.
All that shit.
Yeah.
What is all of that shit, by the way?
There's a shot of her standing in a hallway, Jyn Erso,
Yes.
and like the camera dollies in on her, and that they just shot for the trailer. Like they did it
No.
before lunch or something, right? Wasn't that the idea? Like
There's a shot where she kind